What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My god, what is this? She never texts me at these hours of the night. Who is this? What? She didn't mean to say that to me. I know that for a fact. Let me go ahead and say that real quick. But she did not mean to say that to me. What's up, y'all? I don't know why I'm filming in black and white, but this is what y'all gonna get today. Thoughts and reflections straight from my room. It's currently, when am I not in my room? It's currently 11:50. Come hang with me as I am having a very chill, very chill evening. The AC is on. It's feeling cool. Just think of this as a late night talk. Life has been, I want to say amazing, but I also want to share like a little bit where I'm at, and just kind of answer different questions. I found this post online from this nrfeelings.co page, and kind of want to talk to you guys about it. Hopefully the sound in this room is not too crazy because my AC is on. I think I should cut the AC. Hold on 2 seconds. And just like that, you have raw sound from me.
Kick back when you fake like that. I'ma kick back when you fake like that.
So it's 11:51. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Widj-Gaëlle. I'm currently navigating my 20s like hard. I'm navigating them hard. I don't think I've ever navigated this deeply. I am navigateless, very much so. I'm in my room. This is really my real state of life. Hopefully this post goes up tomorrow and you guys have access to it as quickly as possible. I hope. Okay, so the first question is, what changed you? This year in 2026, I feel like I've been confronted a lot between like taking decisions and like my feelings. What has been changing me is outside of like my relationship with Christ, I think a big factor into me changing, or what has been changing me, is kind of realizing that like only the result counts. And I don't mean this in an overproductive way. I'm realizing that like all the years while I was putting in work and showing up and doing things that I didn't necessarily think would lead to any place, that extra hour or that extra work I did, or that extra 30 minutes I took on that walk, the result matters more than how painful the road might have felt getting there. Like, I just released a video called New Idols on my channel. If you haven't watched it, please go check it out. It's a cool song I got to write on a walk about my real life. I was having a conversation with Jesus, and it kind of turned into you got things that have taken my place. But what I want to talk about is mostly like a couple of minutes before I was like on the side of that stage, on the side of that pulpit. It was my first time performing at church as well. I'm realizing that no one will ever know when watching that video how sick I was before going on that pulpit. I was as sick could get. So much that the next day I didn't show up to church. I was not inside of that building at all. I was in bed laying down, resting the body. My eyes were bloodshot red. Some people thought I was under some substances. And I was like, I'm just sick, y'all. Something's just wrong with my body. It wasn't, I guess I just caught like a weird kind of virus, weird bug, because it wasn't a regular cough. It wasn't a regular, I think I was just tired. I think my body was just not feeling well. So I took a day or two to just rest and kind of get back to myself. But I was just sick. No one will ever know watching the video how sick I was performing. I'm smiling through the pain. My eyes are red. I know there are even notes that I can tell. Yo, the sickness is showing in here. I remember being on that stage and thinking, all right, game time. We got to go. We got to do this. It's happening now. And right after that, I went straight home. But like the result matters more than what people might think of the process. So that's a big lesson I'm learning in 2026. Maybe it's, for some people it might seem performative, but I'm thinking also about how the times that I put in work on this channel, showing up, and that no one will know, like the late nights, no one will know all of these things. And me, I remember the process it took to do some of these things, but then you look back and you realize no one will know how much of this work does, but they will only see the result. That's a bit challenging because you're not acknowledged for the process, you acknowledge for the result. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but this is a thought and reflection I have about what changed me. That changed me. It's changing me to know that only nearby close friends will know, and I just gotta settle with that. And whenever people are asking me, where's the music? No one is gonna show, but everyone is expecting a result. It's a challenging thought to live through because it's like I know how much work it will require of me, or in guillemets, I don't know how to say that in English. Like I know how much that might take financially, mentally, like time-wise and resource-wise, because I hate asking people to just jump onto something and I can't pay them. It's weird. It's like I'm taking time away from you and your kids and I want you to do it for free. I don't know. It could be a pride thing. Maybe I'm being challenged by that. What's something you've changed your mind about recently? I've changed my mind about a lot of things. One of them is I don't hate walk as much as I thought I did. I don't hate, it's gonna sound wicked. It's gonna sound weird. I don't hate myself as much as I thought I did. I actually, quite frankly, love myself a lot more than I thought I did. And by that, I mean that I'm not as afraid of confronting some of the areas in my life that I feel are challenging or I feel I couldn't tackle. I can do hard things. I've changed my mind about this. I can actually do hard things. I can go through hard stuff and come out and be proud of the result that has happened with me journeying through that. I also have changed my mind about experiencing certain things. Like I went to a concert about a guy I wasn't that much familiar with all of his music. I was just kind of interested in who he was as a musician. I've changed my mind about live concerts. I have changed my mind recently. What have I changed my mind about? I've changed my mind about how people feel about me. I kind of struggle. I don't know if this is me changing my mind, but I kind of struggle with believing that people actually care and actually think I matter in their lives. And so I think I'm changing my mind about this. I'm more loved than I think I am. I'm more cared than I think I am. And maybe this is just kind of me believing again that people can care more than I thought they could. I'm very like I'll give, but I'll never expect you to kind of treat me the same way. I hate having that kind of expectation that you have to do something for me because I feel like that's I need to go to therapy maybe. Anywho, I feel like it makes me vulnerable. Like, why we outside? Why do you? I feel like you owe me this, but you're not family. You're not blood, and you're just my friend, or you're just someone I'm close to. Life. So that's something I've changed my mind about. Walks. I'm not as much into sunset as I used to be, but I'm into walks because I love walking around my own city, or because I get to see a lot more designs. And I guess creatively it's good. Also, it helps my sanity. It helps me stay sane. What was the last time you felt seen? I'm big on words of affirmation as a person, like navigating life. I feel I very outspoken about where I'm at. And so the last time I felt seen, it might have been when, I'll still say it without saying your name, but you know who you are. I was having a conversation with someone I'm getting to know, I'm getting closer to as a friend, and I was mentioning to her how I didn't find a lot of celebratory joy. I wasn't as much of a person who rejoiced over materialistic wins, such as winning a trophy, getting acknowledged for school, or winning this prize and this and that. I kind of became a bit more joyful and a bit more expressive over things that are not as, it's gonna sound so bad, but not as seen in your face. It's like things that are very particular to me. And so I expressed to her that I really, really like a specific kind of snack. I want to call it a snack, but I don't know if it's a snack. It's like a sugary treat. And I specify the brand because I'm very specific about it because I love it so much. And legit, the next day, she texted me and she said, "Yo, where are you?" I'm like, "Yo, I am in bed. I'm not feeling good." It was right after the performance that I talked to you guys a little bit about. And then she said, I got you a gift. And then she FaceTimed me. She showed me what it was, and it was one of my favorite snack, sugary treat that I really like having. And she showed it to me, and she was like, "Yo, I bought you your gift." So I was like, bro, it didn't take me not even 48 hours before I had to go pick it up. The way I cheesed, and I felt so seen, and I felt so, it felt good to be heard in that way, and it felt good for someone to just, it really was, and it, mind y'all, this doesn't even cost $10, but the excitement and the level of heart that I felt from her doing that for me, it was like, yo, we've barely I've known you for a couple of years, but we've barely really been like that, close, connected, and you already felt so seen. That was amazing. I wish more people would see me like that, which is sometimes I expect a level of thoughtfulness from everyone when not everyone is operating mentally in a way that is thoughtful in that way. I study my friends, I study the people I'm around, and whatever I feel in my heart I can do or could do to, I guess, make their life smoother or make them like joyful and just for a split second. Could be materialistic, it could just be word, it could just be showing up, it could be presence. Yeah, just sometimes I wish people would show up for me like this without me having to ask all the time. But that's not how life works all the time. Anyways, I feel like I'm having therapy right now, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop because I could cry about this. But I do feel seen here and there. I have. It's been like a bit more of a challenging, stretching season. I think the challenge with feeling seen is that sometimes you're gonna be seen by people that you didn't think would see you, and then the people that you expected to be seen by, let's say, closer people, they might not see you like that, and that's tough. Very deep question. Okay, knowing what you know now, what exactly would you do differently? I think I would listen to people quicker. Sometimes people tell you who they are very quickly, and you don't believe them because you have a perspective of them that is different than what they really told you. Like if someone tell you they think mathematically, believe them. For them, if 1 plus 1 does not equal 2, it doesn't make sense. It's not gonna add up. And I think sometimes because you kind of have a preset, prefrontal, technologician, mathematical, uh, fairy-like type of mindset of them, you just think of them differently. You don't believe who they say they are quicker. And so it's kind of like taking away the first preset, the first thing that you have of them and replacing it with who they really are. Because sometimes you create this image of a person in front of you. This is not who they are. Not in a negative way, just more so in a way where it's like, hey, I am actually like this and I'm not like this. So that changes everything. Because if somebody's like this and not like this, it will never fit the picture of who you say they are. Anyways, some of y'all gonna get it. It's midnight and I'm having very insightful conversation with myself. This is helping me. I hope it's helping you. Come hang with me. Come hang with me. This is what this episode is called. Come hang with me in the midnight hour. I don't know what you came to do. Would I do anything differently? No. I think I would just believe people quicker. If they tell you they don't care about this, believe them. They don't care. So it's like learning to approach friendship, relationship in a way where it's like they do not care about that interest of yours. They have told you, stop trying to push it down their throat. They don't care that you like painting walls. They don't care. They told you they don't care. Now every day you're gonna tell them that you care about. Like it's learning to believe what people say to you quicker. I think I struggle with that sometimes because I kind of have this preconceived idea of who I think they are or who I think they present themselves to be. And then kind of when you get the deeper dive into them, you're like, oh, you're really not like that. Not one more time, not in a negative way. Just this is my idea of you and it's truly not who you are. So let me wrap this up and start thinking with the mindset of this is who you are. So let me move accordingly. Let me actually address you and interact with you in a way where I know this is who you are. All right, what's the topic I've been wanting to really talk about, but haven't had the opportunity to? How much I'm struggling with my new journey in life. I cross my legs now. That's how much weight I've lost. I can cross my legs. Like my leg is on my other leg right now. Like at a higher degree. None of y'all get it. This is insane. I'm so glad I'm recording this in black and white. It feels historical. I am really struggling to find pace into this very transitive. I try to sound so smart. Transitional space of mine. Life has been nothing that I expected it to look like. 2026 has been full of so many emotions. Like sometimes I feel safe, sometimes I don't feel safe, but there's nothing that feels stable. Nothing feels like stable. It's just kind of like I have to find peace with being anchored in God only. There's no other truly reliable space. Like I could be in a different country in 2 weeks and it would be like, oh, cool. Didn't expect this at all. It's just a lot of unexpectancies, unexpected requests, unexpected things, and it's not bad. It's just I'm relied upon more than I thought I would be. I'm challenged by the growth that is asked of me in a way where it's not like I'm crying every day. It's more like I don't get it, and for a bit of a planner like me, like not having a set directive plan of everything that I'm going to be doing is very, very difficult, especially when I don't know what the outcome of it will be. And it's not true that every time you obey God, it feels good or it looks like what you thought it would look like, but it is God's will. So sometimes God's will is not as fun, not as enjoyable, not as glamorous as it feels. Like you could be at the top of a hill, everyone's clapping, but internally you're going through a lot. Anyway, so that's something I've been wanting to talk about. Also, how I sometimes feel not seen at all, not acknowledged at all. And maybe it's a feelings thing. Sometimes I don't feel like people tell me enough how much like it matters that I am here or that I'm cared for. And I think maybe it could just be the season I'm in. I just wish I had more vocal validation, vocal affirmations, because I feel like I need it more. It's kind of tough asking for that when I don't want it to come out of a place of just telling me because I told you to tell me, but more so out of a place of I wish you would just see that I need that a little bit more without sounding needy. I struggle with pride because I'm pretty sure if I were just to ask, people would just do it. I struggle with pride. Pray for me. I think I answered all the questions. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Where have I been over the last months? I've honestly just really been serving, and I've been editing. I think I'm onto a new venture of editing, but I'm still navigating that journey with the Lord, so I'm not ready to put it on camera just yet. But I've been working a lot with people that I didn't expect to work with, but it's been cool. Over the last couple of months, being a private editor, and finding pace and rhythm within that. It's stretching to long hours, a lot of time, different requests, getting accustomed to being counted upon by other people for their own journeys. And especially that, like, it matters how I approach it, and it's valued how I approach it too. My perspective and my insight on it matter. So no, it's definitely been a journey. That's where I've been. I didn't expect this. None of this I expected. I'm very like I'm continuously surprised by where I'm at in life because none of this I could have planned. One thing I'll say is a couple years back, like I talked a lot about wanting to wake up and be creative every day, and I realized like maybe 72 hours ago, it takes a lot of time for a human to realize that God has answered. That is an answered prayer. You should be grateful. So I kind of switched my mindset and thinking, He answered. It feels very, very different. And of course it would because it is a different life, but I'm very, very grateful. Although very challenged by new feelings and new things and new responsibilities and new all sorts of things. I'm like, yo, I wake up every day and I'm creative. It doesn't look yet like what I see in my head, but I am waking up every single day and being who I believe I'm called to be, and that's a creative who actually does things that are timeless, that are going to exist beyond my age and beyond my own set of, just beyond. And it's always been very important to me to not just create things that are going to exist only for a moment. So my prayer is always, God, align me with people that are purpose driven so that we can create things that are going to impact the world in a way that's not just a today matter, a today thing. But at the same time, God can decide, hey, you're going to be part of a lot of temporary things. So that's kind of the headspace I'm in. Slow and steady, just trying to remain consistent and give room for my feelings without them overshadowing all my actions. I'm growing. I think I really am. I'm becoming, and trying to give myself some grace in it. I hope you are too. I'm going to end this video now because I feel like I'm rambling. And I would like to say that for the Holy Spirit and for my boyfriend when I do get one. Yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope the sound comes out very clear. Yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. I know it's a bit late. I'm going to release this as soon as I'm done filming because I don't care. I don't care about the time. I'm going to edit this and I'm going to send it out to y'all. Hopefully this gives y'all a bit of perspective about where I'm at, what's going on. Hopefully I do a little bit more of those. Come hang with me. I think this is a space that is the most mentally chill to me. I can't think of any thoughts and reflection that would be deeper than really what's going on currently. So I hope you guys are having a good afternoon, a good morning, a good evening, whatever time you're watching this. I love y'all. I will see you guys in the next video whenever I drop one. I don't know if I'm going to be dropping every week as much as I used to. I'm just trying to pace myself instead of being someone who just wants to have outputs. If you are brand new to this channel, please make sure to comment, like, but most of all subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and yeah, let's just keep growing. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.
I'ma kick back when you fake like that.